Hello, my name is Luis Sampaio and thank you for attending my presentation today, and I hope you enjoy it. Before starting to talk about the project though, I want to tell you the story that led up to the development of the project. It started off 1 year ago when a friend of mine introduced me to a friend of his. We'll call him John for the story's sake. And John was unfortunately an amputee. He had lost both of his arms in a car accident. But despite that, he was a really positive person and we became great friends ever since. However, a few months back, when he went to an Erasmus program to study abroad, I noticed a dip in communication between John and I. This was easily explained. He didn't have any way to text me if he wanted to without the aid of someone else. So I started to dig up into stats about how disabled individuals interact with messaging applications, and I found out that this problem is not as abnormal as I thought previously. 30% of amputations are arm-related, for example. So we are all human beings. We have the need to interact with each other, and we use mobile phones and computers to do so. But these require some set of skills that people like John simply don't have. So we have messaging applications, and we have disabled individuals that, for example, have ALS or Parkinson's, and there's no overlap between these two concepts. For example, take these messaging applications. I'm sure you are familiar with all of these. They have a staggering number of daily and monthly active users, but John is not able to use these. And on top of it, these applications are centralized. The data that you create goes into their servers, and they have control over your data on their servers. And you have the problem of third-party entities with malicious intents to try to attack those servers. It's not only them that you usually have to worry about. Even the people that control these servers are being questioned. The Cambridge Analytica from 2 days ago scandal is a direct reference to this. So this rise of privacy of data skepticism has paved the way for the development of technologies such as blockchain that makes it centralized, safer, and non-reliant on a central authority. So after doing this research, I asked myself, is it possible to make communications contactless? What if we don't have to type anymore when we text someone? What if we connect our mind to someone else's and make it as private as possible? Can we actually do it? We actually can. Myself and a project and a colleague are developing a project that makes it possible for users to interact with interfaces without any contact. We're using this on two fronts. We have an EDG headset that allows to record electrical vein activity, and we process this data, normalize it, and make it readable and understandable, and feed it to a machine learning algorithm that outputs certain specific patterns with specific actions. When people think right, this pattern is associated with our thoughts, and we can make it as an action within our application, and therefore users can navigate within application. In addition to this, we have a silent speech interface that uses the same process, but instead of recording brain activity, we're recording throat muscle activity without having the need to vocalize it. This is particularly handy for people that want absolute privacy or have vocal impairments, and therefore they have the ability to input text within the application without having the need to vocalize it. In addition to this, we're placing users in a decentralized system. This decentralized system is not based on blockchain. It's based on holochain, which is a different concept, but is also decentralized and doesn't have long-term scalability limitations like blockchain. Basically, all the data is redundant here and is shared on a public table that is replicated and spliced across all the peers. This is to ensure that all of the data is always available, even if some users are offline. And the communication between users is made through end-to-end encrypted channels using post-quantum cryptography that is resilient to quantum computers. And therefore, we have this platform that uses artificial intelligence and decentralization to create something that everyone can use. And I believe we have something going on here. And perhaps this might be the only way for John to communicate with me as easily as you can with other people. So thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you have enjoyed it, and here's my details if you want to talk more about this. And thank you so much for your attention.